Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store Forged Irish Stout. We're here, world champion Skye Nicolson. Skye, I know you've done, I'll put it in layman's terms, a shit ton of media. So it must be quite daunting thinking what we're going to ask. So we're going to start somewhere different. Yesterday I asked Paddy Donovan what his Spotify playlist is for the big nights, for the dressing room. So I'm going to ask you the same thing. What are the tunes that you play in the dressing room before you go out to fight?
I don't actually have a set playlist because I feel like fight days are different every time on how I feel, but it is such a vast...
What's your go-to? You must have like a top 3 or something.
Honestly, I don't really like... If I just put my Spotify on shuffle, it's like old school Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber songs, and then there's like Drake, and then there's like Eminem. So there's like, you just don't know what's going to be on next.
I think, what did Paddy say? He said UB40.
Okay.
He went around the houses with some country stuff. Like, he went all over. What's your favourite cheat meal?
Favourite cheat meal? McDonald's.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a huge load
Anything.
of McDonald's. I would probably get a large quarter pounder meal.
Yeah.
No pickles.
Do you not have the gherkins?
No. With probably like 9 nuggets. It's 10 nuggets in Australia, but they don't do 10 nuggets here, and every time I ask for it in the
We
UK...
do 20 over here.
Yeah, but that's probably a bit much. Large quarter pounder meal, no pickles, 9 nuggets, sweet and sour sauce, Coke Zero, bosh.
Very good. Favourite travel destination? So you've done a full camp. Yeah. By the way, you seem to always be on holiday. Forget training. Every time I'm flick through Instagram, it's like, right, all right, Skye's on another plane.
Again, yeah.
Where's the best? Either the best sort of place you've been, or where you'd like to go. Actually, start with the best place you've been.
It's really hard to just pick one favourite because obviously I do love going on holidays. But recently I went to Greece for the first time.
Whereabouts in?
Zakynthos. And it was unbelievable. Like, I've never seen water so blue. I was literally in awe.
Really? You're from Australia as well? I thought water would blue out.
No, I promise you. We went on this like day trip on this boat tour, and it was like, I was like this the whole day. Just looking out at the, like...
It's a great thumbnail, that.
My friends, Caitlin and Maisie, were like actually laughing at me at how excited I was about this blue water that I just kept going on about. Like, I just kept saying, like, it looks like a blue Powerade. Like, I couldn't get over how blue the water was. It was so beautiful. But no, it was stunning. But I've obviously been to some beautiful... I love Italy because I fucking love Italian food. So Italy's always up there.
What about a place that you want to go? I know you do travel about a bit, but is there somewhere where it's like, you know what, that's on the list. I still need to go.
Croatia.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
People have really been raving about Croatia. I've never been, so that's definitely high on my list. Greece has been number 1 for so long, and I finally went a few weeks ago. Yeah. And it lived up to its expectations, so I think Croatia will be next. Yeah.
Okay, right. Now we've sort of broken the ice with some easier questions than what you've been getting asked. Talk about this fight a little bit. Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, a lot of controversy surrounding the first one. I thought Josh looked good on the scales today, even though he's been talking about moving up for a long time, and Jack also looked very good. What are you sort of expecting? I know we don't really know, but in your heart of hearts, what do you think happens on Saturday?
I got asked this a lot yesterday, and I said Jack Catterall like quite comfortably in every interview. So I saw him on the scales today, Josh Taylor, and I was actually training in the gym with him alongside him last night while he was doing his weight cut, and he was in unbelievably good spirit. He was dancing, singing, happy.
That's different for him, by the way.
Didn't have much weight to drop, and he was just like such a cool person to be around. I was like, oh my God, like, I had in my mind, he's going to be killing himself, he's going to be fucked. He'll be fucked at the weight, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of changed my mind now.
So you've done a full U-turn from yesterday?
I wouldn't say a full U-turn. I still definitely can see Jack Catterall winning the fight, but I can also see Josh Taylor winning the fight. And I just feel like The man who shows up tomorrow night is going to be the man who does it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's one of those fights where I feel like you're not going to know till you're in there. And I think we're going to see a better version of both of them than we saw in their first fight.
That's what we want, though, especially with all these big fights happening, especially in Saudi and other places, to have it back like in Britain, a proper domestic dust-up like your Warrington Woods and your Groves Froch of yesteryear. How much are you sort of buzzing for that atmosphere? Leeds, I know you've fought in Leeds before. Incredible. I can't remember what card it was actually. Was it a Warrington undercard?
My second fight.
It was, wasn't it?
I think it was. Yeah, it was Warrington.
Did you fight Beck Connolly? Was that?
I did. Yeah, it was my second fight. It was literally 3 weeks after my debut.
Yes.
Yeah, got straight back out.
You like Leeds, don't you?
I did. I loved it. It was so fun. Actually, I would love to fight here again.
Are you looking forward to seeing the atmosphere, obviously, for tomorrow? I know it's not like Josh, who's from Leeds, but it's got a huge rivalry and everyone's going to be buzzing for this.
No, I'm buzzing for it. I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be an unreal atmosphere. I think it's going to be from early as well. It's not just going to be the main event. I think they're going to be in there early and it's going to be a really good atmosphere all night.
Let's touch on you. What's the crack? When are we next back out, at least? Do you have anything?
Yeah, so we're looking to get out mid-July. A few things still to be finalised and confirmed, but mid-July and then out again for my mandatory defence just after the summer.
How much are you sort of enjoying this sort of part of your boxing career now? I know you're still very early in it, but you've already achieved that world title status, and now you're looking at obviously get a defence out the way and then start unifying. You must be on cloud nine with it all.
I am. I feel very blessed to be in the position I'm in. I love the progression. I think I've moved at a really good pace. Obviously, the women do move quicker, but I feel like I've moved not too quick. But also not too slow. So I think it's been a good progression. I feel very happy with where I'm at. Obviously, this is just the first world title of many. So while I was happy, I'm definitely not satisfied. There's much more to come. But no, I'm very happy about how things are going.
I know you've been in the UK for a long time now, and you've set up camp here. How do you find that? Obviously, having family back in Australia, and I know you've got the ability to travel. I mean, we've seen it like every other week. But how do you find sort of balancing that? You know, obviously, I know your family means a lot to you. Getting that time and being so far away. How do you balance that?
Yeah, it is hard. Like I do miss Australia a lot. I was actually talking to Ed today. We were driving back from Sheffield. I was sparring in Sheffield today, and the Australian team are there training for the Olympics right now. So I was back with all my teammates, and it was really nice. Like even just being around the Australian accent, all my old friends and that. So we were driving back, and I was like, I do really miss Australia, you know. And he was like, oh, when do you think you'll settle back there? Like, do you think you'll wait until the end of your career? And I was like, I don't know. Like maybe like. When they become like those big fights, you're only having 2 or 3 fights a year, like there would be room to maybe move home and just come and do my camps out here, and we're talking about it. But while it is hard, I feel like I'm exactly where I need to be for my career. Everything's just flowing, and it has since I made the move. I took the plunge, and it's paid off. It's working for me. Do
you believe in sort of like timing and things happen for a reason and all that stuff, and that you are here for a particular reason rather than you just decide to make a move?
No, yeah, absolutely, definitely. It's never felt like a permanent move, of course. Never say never, of course, either, but I definitely have set up a really lovely home away from home here in the UK. I love fighting in America as well, and I feel like I am like a little bit of a bird, a free bird. Yeah. Like I could see myself living in so many different places in the world, and I don't feel like maybe I'll ever fully settle in one place anyway. So I think while I'm young, I'm in the peak of my career, or heading towards the peak of my career, and I have absolutely no regrets, and I have such a supportive family, and they're at all my fights anyway, so I'm seeing them fairly regularly enough. But it would be nice to get some big fights back in Australia as well.
Well, look, things sort of Cambosa's up and the doors for fights over there, and you never know. Obviously, Eddie's global promotion, so we'll see. Look, thank you for giving me some of your time today. We'll catch up again soon.
Thank you.